What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel where you get to see a mid-30-year-old dude redo life as a barber. I'm currently executing that redo of life as a barber here at the greatest barber school in America, Faded Culture Academy. If you're new here, I have a new video coming out every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 1 p.m. on the dot, just documenting this journey. This channel is going to be great for anyone that is currently a barber student, thinking about being a barber student, or if you're someone that's just trying to like change up your things, you know, you're deep into life and want something new, it's possible, and you get to watch it through my frame. You know, that being said, this being another iteration of this high volume, you know, long format kind of like content, today one of the things that make Faded Culture Academy so special is, you know, I say it a lot in the sense of like the experience that's on the floor at any given time, but sometimes throughout like, you know, our time here, we get to see the experience execute. And today we have a special opportunity to see Jason. Jason, come over here real quick. Jason, he's very much a strong associate with the Faded Culture family here. You know, so I'm gonna say what's up. Jason, tell him about yourself.
What up?
How long you been cutting now, Jason?
5 years.
How long have you been with Faded, like helping with the Faded Culture family?
About a year now.
Okay, that's dope.
About a year now.
So what are we doing today?
We're gonna do a mid to low drop fade, but without the C cups on the side. We're gonna fade those out.
Is there anything like intricacies about this cut that's valuable to any students?
Yeah, I think because his cut is a little bit customized, just because he wants it to be a little bit higher and then drop real low in the back. I'm gonna teach you how to create that shape in the back and still keep that gradient low.
And is it customized because of Gabe's amazing head shape, or is it customized just based off of Gabe's like request aesthetic?
It's customized off of his request.
Okay.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, us as barbers, we have a job to deliver. So whatever they want, that's what we gotta. We gotta execute.
Dude, that's one of the things that I'm navigating right now or learning is like getting that. It's because it all comes at consultation.
What brings you in today? For my haircut. Yeah. What kind of haircut you want? I'm gonna get like a mid high with my fade, but I want it to go really low in the back. You want it to drop really low in the back? Below the occipital bone? Sure. Sure. You have like a picture, like a reference photo that I can see before? Yeah.
Right? How you come up with that final form. He'll probably show you a photo of like, this is what I'm looking for kind of thing. And I find myself like navigating that part of it right now in real time, in a sense of figuring out what that final vision is gonna be with my client through a series of questions. So in consultation, what would you say is the most important question that you ask your client?
Do you have a reference photo?
Do you have a reference?
Do you have a reference photo? What are you looking for? Because I want to see the visual idea of what you got going on or what you want, then you telling me and me getting the signs and be like, oh, okay, well, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
Because then when it comes to the haircut, then you're going to be unsure, like, oh, did he say he wanted to leave this longer? Or like, did you want to trim some off the top? Like, I feel like you should already know that before you start the haircut.
Yeah, it eliminates, that reference photo eliminates a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, and I feel like it's important for the clients to know whether or not they want to trim the top before you cut the hair.
Facts.
Because the haircut might not look the same, or I might have to overdo the work if I have to come in and cut your hair after. I could have did it before, styled it already, and put the fade together. And it helps my timing as a barber, and it helps my business fluctuate faster. Yeah, then I'm not running behind on clients. Yeah, I'm actually able to get you what you requested in due time.
And the client experience itself, right? They're coming to you to execute a job, you know, and when they have a seamless experience, they're going to keep coming back. So it's going to be pretty dope to be able to have the opportunity to just see Jason navigate that haircut with these, like this kind of baseline with Gabe. Gabe, you saw him do a cameo on a few episodes back. And then after that, if time permits, it might fall till tomorrow, but if time permits, we might have a straight razor head shave. But I'm not going to make any promises because I'm really excited about Jason's cut right now, and we're going to get right into it.
Yes, sir.
Boom. Hopefully that recorded.
Cameo. Yeah, what is a cameo?
Cameo, 2, 1. Oh, damn, I still got... Squared to me. All right, boys, so absolutely great demo with Jason earlier. And, you know, that was one of those things where it's just like, we live in a world where there's so much information available to us online and on YouTube. And you go watch it a million and 10 times, right? And there's going to be a lot of value of studying and watching all that process and everything like that. And then there's two other aspects of proficiency, right? Watching it also in person, right? So the person doing the demo, the stylist, could answer any question right then and there, you know, that you may have, things that you can't do with a video. And then the third form of like proficiency would be actual practice, right? Like taking all of that information and applying it to said haircut through repetition, you know? So like Jason, as you saw earlier, you know, ran this demo. So what did we do? What did we do different? What was your goal in a sense of like education today? You know?
Just trying to get a point across.
Get a point
across and showing them different techniques and really having an answer for every question that they had.
What do you feel was like the most, I guess, strategic question that was asked in that sense?
The most strategic question that was asked?
Yeah, like in a sense of like, you know, there's those simple questions of like, hey, do you fade up? Do you fade down? Right? But what was like that higher level question maybe?
I guess like when I was doing my fade process, the questions that they were asking me, like, why do you do why do you set in your zero line and then save it for the last one to fade out? And I tell them because that's where I know where my fade's gonna end. So I want to balance my fade as much as I can.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm able to create the nice crisp blend all the way through.
And then Gabe being right here, come over here, Gabe, real quick, and let's show this haircut. Come over here, you know, do a little 360. Look at that. Looking great. Now, why did you go with this haircut? Why do you like it so much? Fits you? What was with the whole debate with the C cup? Why don't you like, what is it with the C cup that you like or don't like?
I just don't want them defined. No, nothing against it. I just
wanted them.
I just don't prefer it.
Don't prefer it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Preference.
It's more natural.
Yeah. Well, I learned something new, right? Like I was always trying to do the C cup because I thought that was like the standard, never taking into account of what my client wants. That also goes into a sense of like, half the time when people tell me what haircut they want, I completely do the opposite of what they tell me. So it's definitely a work in progress. Yeah, I'm working on not doing that, you know, but you know, they keep coming back, you know, so we're here. But we're working on it, right? We're just 4 months into this or 5 months into this. And that goes into a good transition too. Like, you know, you've been cutting for 5 years and we got to ask you like your development, you know, in a sense of being comfortable and all that. So how long did it take for you to fully be comfortable in executing these haircuts, you know, in that sense?
I think when I got comfortable is like when you start building confidence. When I started getting confident in my fades was probably like last year. That's 4 years in, like really like I can do any type of hair texture and know that I'm gonna secure the bag. Yeah. It's gonna be a 5-star review because that's what I try to push as much as I can, 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
So
and that's a development process, right? Because it was like what I was saying. It's like, it's not to say that your haircuts in year 2 or year 3 were bad. You know, you were just developing into what you are right now.
Yeah, I think it's just like I finally have my eye to where I want it.
Yeah.
You know, so when I see a certain model and I have a certain project in front of me, I'm able to secure it.
That's dope.
And use all my techniques that I've picked up along the years.
Dope.
Because I feel like that's how you're gonna grow. Is like you got to be smart enough to pick up the game along the way. Nobody's gonna hand it to you. You actually got to listen and take away what certain people are trying and try it for yourself. And then if it works for you, you add it. If it doesn't, you stick to what you know.
And that's a good note in a sense of like how why Faded Culture Academy is so special, you know, in a sense. Like Jason's a very talented artist, you know, and it took time to develop. And having access to someone like Jason, Vogue, Corey, you know, and everyone between all of these leaders and even some of the students here, you know, that mitigates my 4 years, you know, like that mitigates like that. That's where that investment is going into, is for me to be exposed to knowledge, right? Because the more I'm exposed to that, the more I learn from Jason and all these other people that I mentioned, the faster my 4 years becomes into a year or even months for that matter, you know? And it's such a blessing. That's why I say this is such a beautiful time to be here. And I really hope you guys like this episode. You know, this is like the first like a demo kind of thing. I'm really happy Jason was down to let me record, and hopefully we could do more of these. Let me know in the comment section if you found any value out of this. And once again, guys, this is a channel where a mid 30-year-old dude is redoing life as a barber, and we are conveniently in the best school in America. New video coming out every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 1 p.m. on the dot. So make sure you watch it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a wonderful day, YouTube.
Peace.
Thank you, man. Good? Hopefully that recorded. What would be the appropriate time to execute that haircut?
Say durations.
Depending on your level of experience. If you ask me, if your clients come into an experienced barber, then your time should be anywhere from 30, 45 to an hour, no more than an hour. In my opinion, if you're still a student that's learning and you're still learning your fade process and your lever positioning and how to take out and how to put in guidelines, then it might take you a little bit longer. But for me as an experienced barber, I feel like this haircut shouldn't take you no longer than 45 minutes plus consultation. So you could be looking at 50 minutes, could be looking at an hour, depending on if he even knows what he wants to do with his haircut. If you got to sit there and figure it out for him, it's gonna take you some extra time.